Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 and go through the Episode 5 trailer and do a shot-by-shot breakdown. The trailer is really cool because it gives us some information that kind of got left off at the end of last episode. So, like I said, we're going to break it down in this video. Before I do begin, though, spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up with The Walking Dead. Also, since we are at the midway point of the first half, I will be doing a Walking Dead Season 10 Q&A. I made a post in my community section, so feel free to go leave some questions there. I'll be making a video later on this week answering those questions. But with all that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so like always, before we get into the actual trailer, we're going to go ahead and read the title and the synopsis for the episode. So the title is What It Always Is, and the synopsis says, supplies go missing from Hilltop, Negan is idolized by an Alexandrian, Ezekiel holds a secret. Alright, so really interesting synopsis there. Not all of this does get answered in the trailer, like we're gonna see in just a minute. The Negan stuff does, which is a big thing, which is kind of interesting how they would release it in the trailer. But we're gonna talk about that in just a moment. Supplies go missing from the Hilltop is interesting to me because if I would have to guess who took supplies, I would probably say Magna's group or Magna herself, because we know that she's really upset about what's going on, and they've kind of been hinting at her character taking some sort of turn, and not like necessarily becoming a bad character, but just looking out for herself and her people. So that would be my guess. We're gonna see some more stuff in the trailer for that also. And then Ezekiel holds a secret. That's also an interesting one. You guys let me know, what do you think the secret is? It could be the kiss. That would be interesting. I don't know, because the kiss kind of just like went by really quickly and they just sort of brushed over it, and they just even made a joke about it afterwards. So part of me doesn't really think it is the kiss, but you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think the secret could be? It could be something, pertaining to Carol. Maybe he gets back with Carol, and that could be the situation where he doesn't want, because he was the one who initiated that kiss. So I don't think he would want to tell Carol that he kissed Michonne. So maybe that is what the secret is. I'm hoping for Carol and Ezekiel to get back together. So if they do, I'm sure that would be a secret that Ezekiel doesn't want, anybody to know. But again, you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think that is? But let's get into the trailer now. So the trailer opens up with Negan washing his face here in this pond, and we know why he's here. If you watched the last episode, at the end of the episode, he did escape. So I think I have an idea of where they're going with this. I think he's going to go meet the Whisperers. Because they pretty much already confirmed that Beta and Negan, they're going to meet this season. They didn't say when, but they already confirmed it, which I'm very excited about. I don't know if they're going to do things exactly like you do in the comics. If you read the comics, you know what I'm talking about. Or they're going to do their own thing. But regardless, I do think his escape is going to lead him to meet the Whisperers. And I'm so excited to see this happen on the show. Seeing Negan meet Beta and meet Alpha and his reactions to the Whisperers. Especially Beta. I want to see him fight Beta. Like, that would be pretty cool. I don't know if Daryl's going to be involved in there or what, but we know that they're going to meet. And since he's escaped now, I think that is where they're going. So we also do learn how he escaped, because somebody helped him. And I think that's what the trailer was referring to. Negan is idolized by an Alexandrian. That Alexandrian is Brandon, the guy who was put in charge of watching him. Because shortly after, we have Brandon walk into the scene, and he gives Negan some water and says, like, you're fast, took me forever to catch you up. So it looks like he probably let Negan escape and then caught up afterwards. And we didn't really see him. We don't really see Negan and Brandon, interacting that much in the TV show. Most of it was just Negan Brandon just coming up in Negan and telling him to stop what he's doing and get back to work and follow the order and stuff like that. And he was very straightforward. And now looking back at it, he didn't seem very aggressive or anything like Negan, like Daryl was, like, yelling at him, or Daryl's Daryl, but you know what I mean. He seemed very casual about it. So, and this guy is a young person, so it makes sense for him to be the one to idolize Negan. We didn't get to see Negan talk to him and see what what influence Negan had on him. So maybe we'll see more of that in this episode, since it is those two together. But there obviously was some stuff going on behind the scenes with those two. Here's a shot of them both running away from Alexandria, so we're probably gonna see exactly where last episode picked up. And yeah, they're in the woods and they're just on their own. So we'll see. If I would have to guess, like make a real bold prediction right now, I feel like Brandon's gonna end up dying because of Negan. And Negan might even feel some guilt about that because, like the synopsis said, Negan is idolized by this guy, by this kid, and he might end up, dying because of the whispers or because of something, and all that is because he let Negan escape. And I think Negan is gonna feel some guilt about that. So that's a real bold prediction. I don't know if it's right, but I just have that feeling for some reason. Next, we have Kelly here in the woods. She's by herself for some reason, and she's running away from walkers. And she's just fighting this walker here. And we know, Kelly has some hearing problems also. She can't hear that well. So I know some people think that might end up being possibly a way for her to die, because even in episode 1, that was a close call by her. I think she was like moving backwards and there's some walkers. So that kind of sparks some discussion of her possibly, or like that was possibly foreshadowing her death in the future. We'll see if that does happen. I know her and her sister and her and Luke, they're really close. Magnus group is very, very close. So any death on any of the characters will have a big effect on everybody else in that group. So hopefully not, but they definitely have been hinting and at that and putting a lot of focus on Kelly. So we know what that means in The Walking Dead. We'll see if it does mean that. But moving on, we also have Connie here. And this person tells Connie that she was tracking something and that she'll meet us back here. And Connie looks really worried about her sister. Daryl is also there, and I think he's talking about Kelly. So I'm not sure exactly what Kelly is tracking. It's probably a whisper, if I would have to guess, because they're really worried about the whispers. And I've said this before in my last video. The Magnus group is not that familiar with everybody else. Like they're not as close as to Daryl as Daryl is to Michonne and Carol and characters like that. So we'll see if Magnus group is like really frustrated, or at least members of Magnus group are frustrated with what's going on with the whispers. And I think when the synopsis is saying that supplies go missing from Hilltop, I think that is Magnus group taking them. If I'd have to make a guess, that is. Unless a whisper somehow sneaks in there and takes it. But I would say Magnus group because, they seem on edge. So you guys let me know if you feel the same. But moving on. And I quickly just want to say, the actress who plays Connie, Lauren Ridloff, she is so good. I mean, just looking at this shot, you can see how worried she is. And I totally buy, her and Kelly's relationship as sisters. Like, it's really, like, both of them are really, really good. So, like, just looking at this face makes me worried for Kelly, because if anything happens to Kelly, I mean, Connie's a super nice person, and I was talking about how some of Magnus group, they might be on edge, and they might start only caring for themselves. Like, I don't see Connie doing that. Connie's a very friendly person. But if Kelly ends up getting killed because of the whispers or something, she could change, she could turn. And I mean, when I say turn, I don't mean like turn evil, but just like sort of look out for themselves, because like I said, they're not, as close to other characters as other characters are with each other. So I just quickly wanted to say that because I think Lauren Ridloff is an amazing actress. Next, we have a shot of Alpha and Gamma here, and they're in the woods. And again, they're bonding, and we know Gamma's going to pretty big character this season. And then we have Connie and Daryl searching for Kelly. We have Doug here also. Good pair up. I know a lot of people like them together. I think they are really good together, so I can't wait to see more of this. And then we have Gamma gutting this walker really quickly, and then it just really quickly cuts to Aaron, and in the trailer it makes it look like Aaron is watching Gamma, and Gamma just looks up, and it just cuts there. So it could be edited differently, but I would not be surprised if this is really how it plays out. Knowing Aaron, he wants to go out and kill the Whispers and fight the Whispers. Again, I'm loving the direction of taking Aaron's character. I'm loving it because of the like how different it is than Aaron we've had in the past, because Aaron's been pretty much the same character for a long time. So I'm seeing some people say they don't like what they're doing with Aaron's character. I personally like it because it's different than we've had before. So we'll see where this goes, if it is actually Aaron watching her, if maybe she tries to fight Aaron, somebody gets hurt. I don't think anybody would die here. I don't think Gamma would die because they just introduced her. Hopefully Aaron doesn't die. I mean, it's only episode 5. That would be pretty like just like wild if it just kills somebody in the middle of episode 5. But maybe Aaron follows her back. Maybe Aaron gets captured. Maybe Aaron captures her. But a whole lot of stuff could go down here. You guys let me know, what do you think is going to happen? Because Aaron is by himself here, so it is dangerous is all I gotta say. And then at the end of the trailer, we have Alpha talking to Beta, and she says, "Patience, shifts, and strategies take time. The border will crush them." So I love this line because it just tells us where Alpha's mindset is at right now. Like, her mindset is at war. She is in the Whisper War right now. But she's not doing it like other people who are just like impatient. Like she says it herself, patience, shifts, and strategies take time. Other people, like Aaron, we just saw, like he's in the woods by himself spying on Gamma. Other people want to go to war right now. And Alpha's saying the border will crush them. Alpha knows that these people want to fight them and know they're not going to follow the border, and they're going to cross the border, and it's going to leave her no choice but to fight back. So I just love that line because it just tells us where Alpha is at right now. It looks like she's waiting for the proper time to do like a full attack, because it looks like none of these hordes that are attacking the communities, it doesn't look like any of them have whispers in it. Oceanside, at the end of last episode, we saw one of the Oceanside ladies, I think it was Rachel, who called Michelle and said that she thinks she saw a walker or a whisperer watching them. So we'll see if they're slowly starting to attack, but you can tell here that Alpha is patient, just waiting for them to cross the border and giving herself an excuse to kill. And I am really liking the approach they have taken with the Whisper War, because this isn't like what I was expecting, honestly. I was expecting more like along the lines of All Out War, where there's a lot of action and stuff, but this is more psychological, and honestly I'm loving it a lot. I really am. There's more like deep character stuff and seeing how people deal with certain stuff. There's a lot of fear involved with the Whispers, which makes sense because it is the Whispers. So I'm liking the approach they have taken. It's really awesome. It's more of a slow burn, but it's really worth it. But anyways, that is where the trailer ends. So let me know in the comments down below if you feel the same. Do you like what they're doing this season? What do you want to see in this episode? Your thoughts, opinions, theories about the episode. Let me know in the comments down below. I am going to wrap it up there, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, I'll be doing a Walking Dead Q&A later on this week, so be sure to leave some questions in my community section of the channel. And if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.